Ridiculous. Undisputed cruiserweight champion. Now undisputed heavyweight champion. The undefeated Alexander Usyk defeated Tyson Fury, giving him his only loss of his entire career. In a crazy good fight too, man. He slayed the dragon. Alexander Usyk pulled it off. Isn't that crazy? Fury's been kind of like a weight bully for the heavyweights. His weight, his reach, his height, his power, because of how big he is, are such an advantage against most of the heavyweights. I mean, there was an exchange between the two where they both trade punches with each other, but Fury's was definitely going to be more powerful. Obviously, how can one Usyk punch harder than someone who's the size of two Usyks? And the smallest guy there was the one that pulled it off. A former cruiserweight defeated Tyson Fury. Now, Fury, of course, is a very skilled boxer. You can't take any of that away from him, even though he is a Goliath. But David beat him this time. Alexander Usyk pulled it off. And Fury thought it was a robbery. He thought he won the fight. He said the only reason they gave it to Usyk is because of what's happening in Ukraine. Let the delusion begin, because in the rematch, which they are going to have with each other, that delusion is probably not going to help Tyson Fury learn from this fight. And we might see a more decisive win from Alexander Usyk. But let's get into what he did here. He almost had Tyson Fury out of there in the 9th round. And actually, the referee saved Tyson Fury, which is crazy with this sport. I don't understand how this keeps happening. Look what happened with the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight, and now look what happened here with Tyson Fury. The referee was getting in Usyk's way of finishing him. He literally ran in front of Usyk at one point, and Usyk had to push him away. This is before they even scored a knockdown. He's hunting down his prey. The ref is in his way. And even as Fury was rocked, the referee did not call the fight. He didn't stop it. And he got in the way of Usyk, landing this left hand right there. You know, that was the point where he did score a knockdown, but you can only imagine. If the ref did not get in the way right there of Usyk landing the left hand of Kiev, Fury probably would have gone out. He has a profile view on Fury. Fury doesn't see the punch. The punch is full power going downward, which is stronger than throwing a punch upward. This would have been a devastating knockout, I think, for Alexander Usyk. But we have seen Tyson Fury rise from the dead before. But you can only imagine if Usyk landed this punch. I mean, this guy is an absolute legend for defeating Tyson Fury the way he did, and all the other accomplishments he's had throughout his entire career. But man, Tyson Fury's got reach. That reach was not easy to get by for Alexander Usyk. I mean, the size difference was insane. Usyk is one of the smallest heavyweights there, and Tyson Fury is like the biggest heavyweight. Enormous reach advantage, enormous advantage in the clinch whenever they tied up with each other, because, you know, when you're hugging a bear, it's really hard to get any kind of advantage over him. Only someone like Francis Ngannou was able to do so, because he was able to match the weight somewhat, match the strength.
You ever wondered why, if you mind